What's up, folks, and welcome to the Doran Williams Show. So I want to get right into it. How to keep a good relationship going. But I want to address my brothers first, because black folks, we have some of the highest divorce rates, some of the highest single mother rates and single father rates on the entire planet. And I'm talking American blacks, American. Because if you go to Africa, most of those fathers are with those children. But us, it's about 30% to 40% maximum, and that's not good. And this is the one thing, because I can go on for hours about this, but I'm going to give you about maybe 30 seconds of this. But the one thing that black men do to their woman is that they'll put someone above them, whether it's the mom, whether it's their own sister or daughter, whatever. I know some of you guys are like, man, we don't do that. Let me ask y'all something. And actually, I can ask 100 black men this, and I bet you 90% would be the wrong thing. Fellas, let me ask you something. What is more important? The relationship with your daughter or a relationship with your woman? In other words, which one's above the other? Your daughter or your woman? 90% of you guys, and I've seen this in all the groups, 90% of you guys be like, man, my daughter, and don't nothing come before my daughter. That's wrong. I have a beautiful 3-year-old daughter, love her, Michaela J. Williams, but she does not come before my woman, Rihanna Brown. Rihanna Nicole Brown is the most important woman in my life. More important than my mother, and I knew my mother for 43 years. But my woman's more important than any of my sisters, any of my aunties, and I love my aunties. I was raised by my auntie. Your woman comes number one. You have to know that first, and she has to know she's number one. You cannot put your daughter above your woman. Once you do that, the relationship is effectively over. Because your woman knows, no matter how much love and affection and care she gives to you, that your daughter, the one you met 3 years ago, or 5 years ago, 10 years ago, is more important than her. That's the first thing. Now, relationships dynamics are broken down into 3 R's: respect, rules, and regard. I'll say it again. Respect, rules, and regard. And the man needs one of those R's, one, more than the other. The woman needs the 3 R's, but in different order. And of course, the kids need the 3 R's also. Everybody needs respect, regard, and rules. But when it comes to men, I'm going to break down the women and children also. I'm going to start with the men. The men, they need respect first. If the man is not respected in his house, then that is pretty much the destruction of the family. A man cannot be a cuck or a weak man, and this is the man's responsibility. So if you got a woman that runs the house because she's cooler, or she makes more money, or because you beg for her to be with you and she surrendered, that's not good. You're not going to be a respected man in that situation. Men, you have to garner respect first. Without respect from the man, the entire thing falls apart. It may not be over now, but the beginning of the end is there if a man's not respected. Now, men have to have rules, and not rules that women set, not rules their kids set, but that your natural manhood sets for you. You have to be a father and a God unto yourself. You cannot let society run you, men. You have to be the man of yourself, the father of yourself. So all the late nights hanging out when your woman's at home lonely, the kids haven't had any attention, cut that shit out. Spend as much time as you can with your kids. Spend as much time as you can with your wife or with your mate. Spend as much time as you possibly can. No hanging out at night and every now and then, yeah. But some of you guys are out 5 nights a week. And even if you're not partying, even if you're playing poker, playing chess, or an ultra nerd and playing video games, that's not good. Find time for your wife. Find time for your children. That develops a strong relationship. You just being gone. I know you work hard, man. I know you need your playtime, but come on, man. Spend more time around those kids and around your woman. Have rules for yourself. And as far as regard, men don't need much praise, maybe around Father's Day, but we don't need to be told how good of a job we're doing. We should be doing a good job. So we don't need praise all the goddamn time. Oh, I'm a good dad. Are you? If you're going to say you are, you might not be. I'm a dad. I'm not bad. I'm not good. I'm simply a dad. That's it. And that's all you need to be. And men, have some goddamn discipline with your kids. Put your hands on them. Show them who's boss. None of this soft shit. None of this soft timeout shit. I'm a nice guy. But I whoop ass in my house. I curse. I call names. I called my daughter the B word a few times. You have to be tough. You gotta be as tough as me. But, and I'm gonna say this, y'all ain't gonna like it. Hell, they might pull me off of YouTube for this. But, if every now and then you haven't said or did one thing to your child that should put your ass in CPS or jail, then you're a shitty parent. If you haven't once told that line to get these kids away from this crazy motherfucker, one or two times that you've been a father, you're probably ain't fit to be a parent. Parenting is not your thing if at some point somebody hasn't thought about calling the police on your ass. Kids are assholes. Kids have attitudes. Kids will push that line as far as it can go. And if you keep letting it be done, then that's just going to be the way it is. They're going to be talked to you in any kind of way they want. They're going to be running in and out the house. And this is little kids. Once they turn 12, they're grown at that point. So if you haven't established some rules, some discipline, if you haven't showed you kick a little ass or get a rash every now and then you're not fit to be a parent, in my opinion. Got to be tough. Now, women, now we're still on the 3 R's, the rules, regard, and respect. Women, they need regard. Just like men need respect, number one, women need regard. They need regard like a hog needs slop, like the lungs need oxygen. Women have to have regard. Do you know what the number one reason for divorce is? And keep in mind, the women initiate 80% of the divorces. And the number one reason is because people like money. No, it's not money. Oh, cheating. No, it's not cheating. Some women can watch you fuck right in front of them in their bed. But as long as you show contrition and apologize and be a better man, they will forgive you. But the number one reason that women file for divorce is lack of regard. She cooks a nice meal. You don't appreciate it. Or even worse than that, you'll eat on the way home and forgot that she was going to cook. Oh, baby, I'm full. I'm sorry. Oh, it's a happy hour. I'm sorry. Oh, I ate a big... Like, what? She spent 2 hours cooking and your ass is going to eat before you get there? Come on. It's just little things. Little things. Not opening doors. Not giving her a hug. Not kissing her when she comes home. Every single time my girl gets home, I jump up out my seat and give her a hug and a kiss. And I do it because I want to. But even if I didn't feel like it, I'm jumping my ass straight up. I don't care if I'm sick. Baby, I'm going to cough on you, but here you go. Be happy when she shows up. Be happy when you walk in the door and you see her. Don't be like, oh, hey, girl, what's up? Yeah, little pickers. No. Regard, fellas, it'll get you a long way in a relationship. Flowers every now and then, candy every now and then, buying her favorite food, her favorite muffin, her favorite soda, her favorite drink, her energy drink she always drinks. Get her a 6-pack of that. Little things, fellas. And women do need to have respect, but it's not the number one thing. A woman never divorces a guy he didn't respect her enough. Nah, that ain't it. It's always regard. And women do deserve respect, especially in front of your own children. You don't talk bad to your woman in front of your kids. Because guess what? If you're talking bad to your woman in front of your son, guess how he's going to treat women when he grows up? Think about it. And rules, You can have ground rules, don't be out with your girls and all that. You can have, but women generally know. Yeah, I can go out with my girls every now and then, but I ain't gonna be out 4 or 5 nights a week. Women just don't do that. If your woman is doing that, get rid of her. If she's out 6 nights a week with her girls, something is wrong. The average woman will go out maybe once a week, sometimes once a month, but she's usually there in that house, reading on the computer, on Facebook, whatever. So women don't need too many rules. They don't need too many things, not to do this, not to do that. Most women will fall in line naturally if they're with a man they respect. And that's why respect is the #1 thing to a man. And finally, I'm going to end the show in just a second. But finally, children. Children, children, children. And like I said, discipline, fellas. And you don't always have to hit and curse, but just main discipline. Because the one thing that children need are boundaries. The third are rules. Children need rules for everything. Even if they're not doing nothing wrong, they're sitting down reading. Hey boy, all right, you got 15 minutes to read that book. Something. Always keep rules at the top of a child's mind. Boundaries. You have to shut that window. Don't just let a kid just go outside. Like, hey, hold on, when you gonna get back? Always boundaries. Because kids are going to experiment with drugs when they get about 12, 13, 14. They are going to start drinking when they're 12, 13. But if they have enough rules and a foundation of discipline, they'll be less apt to do something like that. They'll be less apt to go out and get pregnant. They got love from their mom. Why do they need to bone 5 girlfriends in school? Boundaries. Boundaries. And also the second are children need a regard. They need to know that they're doing a great job. They need to know that you care. They need to know that you appreciate what they do, that you're seeing their growth. They need to know that they're doing wrong every now and then. Wait, oh, no, it's not like that. It's like this. They need correction. But they need regard. A parent, for them to know a parent is watching and cares about what they're involved in. And then the last thing that they need is respect. Respect comes way after rules and regard. Children need very little respect. Get your ass over here. Do this, do that. They don't need that much respect. Around their friends, yeah. Don't pop them in the head and kick them in the ass in front of their friends. If they're in front of their friends, just be cool with them. Act like pretend like you guys are damn near equals around their friends. Because generally, when they're around their friends, they don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want to give an ass whooping in front of the friend, and now, you're the kid that got his ass whooped. You don't want to do that. Show some respect around their friends. But if it's just them, rules and respect are the #1 thing with kids. So this is a show I had in me for about 3 years. I finally got it out. I've been saying this to anybody I know, the 3 R's. And just to recap, rules, respect, and regard. Those are the 3 things. Men need respect first, rules second, regard third. We don't need a whole lot of credit for what we're doing. Women always need credit for what they're doing. So always make sure you give that. Funnel that in. Make a woman know that you love her and you respect what she does. And then a woman, respect her. That's number 2, respect. And then rules, women can kind of govern themselves. If they're not a feminist, if they're a woman who's about her business and about her family, she don't need a lot of rules. She instinctively knows not to be out this late, not to do this, not to do that. And then last thing, kids. Rules come first. Without boundaries, your kids are doomed. I don't give a fuck how rich you are. Matter of fact, the more successful you are, the worse it can get. Because now kids have access to everything. Shit, them private schools, they do more goddamn drugs than crack houses. So keep rules, #1 thing in your child's life. And then regard. Tell them how great they're doing, how great they're not doing. You can improve on this. You can do this better. Always keep that nugget of reward with children. And last thing, respect. Respect them around their friends. Don't embarrass them, but at the same time, lay it on the law. All right, guys, it's the Doran Williams Show. You check me on YouTube at youtube.com. Type in the Doran Williams Show in the YouTube search, and also Facebook as well. All right, thanks, guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys next time with the Doran Williams Show. Oh, I want to give a shout out to Rihanna Brown, my sweetheart. She watched me. She watched the whole show. I appreciate you, sweetheart. All right, I'm gone. Peace.